A dolly refers to when the camera actually moves physically closer to a subject. And sometimes the dolly is on wheels and it's like a little robot, so they call it a dolly. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a dolly in this scene. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm on frame 1 and I'm going to add a new camera. So I'm going to go to my Elements menu here and I'm going to choose to add a camera. And I'm going to double click on camera 2 and rename it dolly. Now what I want to do is I want to attach the dolly camera to a peg. So I'm going to click this button right here, and now we have a dolly peg, and a dolly is attached to it. Now on frame 1, I'm going to add a keyframe for this dolly camera. So I'm going to right click and add a keyframe. Then I'm going to go to the very end of the animation, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on frame 90, and I'm going to add a keyframe. So we have keyframes covering the entire exposure of the animation. Then I'm going to make sure I'm on this tool right here because I want to transform the camera's position. So make sure you're right here. And then in either the top view or the side view, just click and drag your camera. And then watch the frame here as you see the camera zooming in closer, or rather dollying in to the subject matter. And I can also move it up a little bit as well. And sometimes it's a little hard to grab. And you always know you did it right when you see the little motion trail there. Now, something else that's very important that people normally forget to do is to change the camera. So what am I talking about? If I hit return and we try to preview the animation, it's like, wait a minute, we didn't actually do anything. Why is it not dialing in? Because we have to choose the correct camera from our camera tools list here. So I'm going to go to the camera list and choose the dolly camera. This is the camera we're going to render from. Now let's go ahead and hit return yet again. This time the camera is dialing in as the ship goes through its animation. And you can create more dynamic animations that way. Use this for when you want to focus in on a character who may be hidden. Let's say that you're doing a cityscape and there's a character who's protecting the city and he's on top of a rooftop and you want to dolly in on that character. That's a good use for it. Or maybe somebody is looking through some binoculars and we're going to dolly in towards whatever it is he's looking at. So a dolly is something that you use to physically move the camera towards or away from the subject matter.